both positive and negative on whatever side you may be rooting for, but there have been some great games over the years.
Classic battles, including many of them at that MAC tournament, which is where both of these teams are hoping to be. They've got to finish in the top 8. A win today would really go a long way in that battle.
Ryan Sabo, right off the bat, one of the hottest players in the Mid-American Conference, stays that way. Starting lineup for the Bulls, the usual 5 of Bachelor, Obo, Brizzy, Sabo, and Freitag. And there's Ohio starting 5, their usual group.
Turned into a second half contest. The Bulls have been playing in a lot of close contests as of late, so we'll see how they've learned from some of their tight matchups.
And Aiden Hadaway played a big role in that second half of the first matchup.
Initially, a great look to go to the basket. This is the Ohio 3 from the previous possession that has given them the lead. But I thought and
back into the hands of the leading scorer for the Bobcats, Jackson Pawlowski. Into the lane, pump fake, little kick, baseline jumper good for Javen Simmons. A 2-possession game probably for most of it. We'll see, who knows. You just feel like that's what these games with Buffalo and Ohio usually are. A.J. Sheldon, who
2 for 3 so far for the Bobcats from outside. You wouldn't know they're struggling shooting. That looks like some confident strokes so far.
And that's a nice aggressive drive to the rim for Angelo Brizzy. Quick double team on Javen Simmons in front of the Buffalo bench, and it almost led to a turnover. Instead, it leads to an easy layup.
Well, the turnover, it looked as though Daniel Freitag was going to step into that.
Back to Sable. Playing catch with Brizzy. Brizzy scored the last time, scores this time.
Credit Obo on that play.
Shot clock down to 5. This is Ezra McKenna looking for an opening. He'll just duck under, shoot, come get his own rebound, and score.
Well, there's the definition of follow your own shot.
Pocknet spins into the lane, goes up strong and scores.
Now that was a confident power move down low. That last trip earlier
will come up after the timeout. Pocknet on one end, the D2 transfer from Wilmington, North Carolina, Mikhail Pocknet. Oh, good pass, good cut, and count it. That's a bucket for Keir Kuwani. Simmons now guarded by Obo. And a nice give and go to Javen Simmons, and another and one opportunity off a great feed from Dior Connors.
Score, watch this replay here, but Obo just took a half step, which made him, they've been very good passing in some small spaces.
Shot clock down to 2. Simmons gets it off, and there you go. I guess thanks, Javen, for making us look good.
Well, Sable just has the opening 3, now gets going. I was just going to say, they need him to get going.
Simmons guarded by McKenna, gonna back in, gonna turn around, high off the glass and good. And again, Javen Simmons sees the opportunity here. Bulls fans know from his years at Toledo what a dangerous player he can be. Well, he's got to play some defense on the other end, and he did not that time against Ezra McKenna.
Good pass, and McKenna able to shift to the other side of the hoop, making a much easier layup.
And too easy of an entry pass and too easy of a layup for Aiden Hadaway. This is Simmons in that familiar spot on the low block, pushed away by McKenna.
Yeah, see if he can use his power here. He does.
Wow, that's
really
impressive. Some of that is because Buffalo's had some stretches of being scoreless. And again, another great look and another easy basket for Simmons, and that prompts a timeout.
See if this defensive strategy here out of the timeout, what's Buffalo going to do to stop it inside?
Not very much, because that was an easy drive to the hoop for Pawlowski.
Well, the Bulls get a couple of stops here, and they can salvage this half that I think for a while here they've had some trouble defensively. It's been inside scoring for Ohio. There you see it again.
Shot clock down to 5. Long 3 going to go up by Sheldon. No good. Tap out by Simmons to Hadaway. Sheldon again. Got it.
Well, that was a long step in, but he felt good about it. Confident stroke.
Sheldon again. Simmons just drops that down on an easy bucket. That's 14.
2 defensive possessions, and both times I think Buffalo played 2 of their better defensive possessions of the game.
Freitag from the free throw line, bounces it in.
Credit Ohio for playing some pretty good defense.
Big collision. Freitag had it bounce off his hands, back the other way. Hadaway rolls it in. And a A challenge on the inbound, and that's going to be a run out, slam dunk with a left hand for Aiden Hadaway. That was just very poorly executed.
He'll head to the free throw line. Here's the breakout after the turnover. That was a good look. Just couldn't get it to rattle home. That's what Buffalo wants.
J.J. Kelly with an aggressive move on Batchelor.
The plan, they're executing it so far.
Sable, pull up, 13-footer, good.
One of the rare moments that Sable's had wide open space.
Pavletsky and Sable banging each other. Still banging, no call, it rolls off, but Simmons is there for the easy putback.
Especially with how close they called the first half. We've seen a few plays go here in half two.
And what a pretty shot on the turnaround for...
We cannot let you get the baskets inside.
Look at the double team on Pavletsky. He's able to get it away to Kuwani, and that's a nice drive to the rim by the long-limbed Keir Kuwani from Melbourne, Australia. He reached out from outside the three-point arc and flipped that one up and in.
Really nice athletic play.
Top of the key, Noah Batchelor with a big bucket for his first of the game.
We know they carry the way, but guys like Batchelor need to contribute. Brizzy's been decent so far scoring, but they need more, and Batchelor's got to come through.
What a great wraparound pass. You can see the Bulls kind of blitzing Jackson Pavletsky every time he touches the ball, and there it is, it works. Brizzy with the steal, Brizzy with the layup, and the and one.
Curry got his own rebound and gave himself a better chance.
Brizzy kind of circling the lane, another and one.
And a little flex afterwards, he's pumped. Half, this is what Buffalo needed. Could they get extra scoring elsewhere?
6 on the shot clock, so Ohio's got to be quick. Nice inbound, good. Followed by long arm J.J. Kelly.
Hands straight up.
And guess what? It's a 4-point trip down.
And Hadaway coming in, a big part of that.
Pocknet, not a three-point shooter, even though he was wide open, gets to where he is much more comfortable.
Good point.
Sable, 3, no good. Can he track his own rebound down? He gets a lucky bounce off a leg and puts it in. Simmons. He will go inside. He will go right by McKenna and count it.
Well, when it's working for you.
Just talking about is almost all of those Javen Simmons points have been because he gets a pass 2 feet from the basket. Tim Obo's first 2 of the game is a putback off the Brizzy miss.
You're going to lose. Let Ohio get it from somewhere else.
Yeah, Hadaway in the corner, had it knocked away by Brizzy. Regained. Kelly, open 3 corner, got it.
You feel pressure. You see the clock. I think Buffalo have done a lot of good things. As we see Obo get a bucket here, Paul, this half. But you look up and you're like, man, it's still double digits.
When he came, it's actually better than what it was when he came in.
You're right, because it had gotten down to single digits.
Good feed to Tim Obo, and that's 3 straight baskets for Obo. Finally across the timeline, 4.5 to go. Kelly, wide open 3 from the corner, got it. J.J. Kelly. Obo, the entry pass from Sable, it spins off Taunton there for the rebound. Sable, quick launch 3, got it.
Yep, that's what the Bulls need. Threes, but you can't keep going threes for 2.
Pavletsky looking for an opening. Stops at the free throw line. Great feed, great cut, great block, but the putback. And back come the Ohio Bobcats. Pavletsky on the run. He's going to go right to the rim. And that basket sure feels like it might be the clincher. With a sneaky, impressive 17-point performance here. Matching the 17 he had against Northern Illinois a couple of weeks ago.
And Buffalo's shot the ball pretty well overall, too. I mean, they're at 54%. That's nothing to be upset about.
Scoop shot goes for Ryan Sable.
To that big lead that the Bulls ultimately, obviously, here are not going to be able to recover from.
Yeah, I mean, that first half for Javen Simmons with 16 points kind of set the tone for this entire afternoon. Daniel Freitag hits the 3. Road victory for the Ohio Bobcats, and maybe all it takes is Buffalo. It was a big win a month or so ago, and it's a big win that gets them out of this stretch.